He sat in Senate meetings watching senators speak, not listening to words, watching hands, eyes, timing of pauses. While everyone else heard speeches, Marcus Aurelius read intentions. He saw the senator attacking a politician who glanced at a rival. The advisor praised his judgment. The general requested troops who touched his neck while speaking. He didn't guess. He observed patterns most people miss entirely. The Stoic emperor survived Rome's most treacherous political environment not through paranoia, but through systematic observation. Today, I'm showing you his exact framework. 4 observation patterns that reveal what people hide. Pattern 1. Tempus reactionis. Reaction timing. The first pattern Marcus observed, tempus reactionis. Reaction timing. People rehearse words. They can't rehearse micro-expressions and timing. When you ask a question, watch 2 things: how long until they respond and what their face does in that gap. Genuine response. Immediate. Face matches words. Did you finish the report? Instant. Yes, with neutral face. Likely true. Deceptive response. Delayed. Face shows calculation. Same question. Pause. Micro-expression of concern. Then, yes. Likely false. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change." He observed the change between hearing a question and forming an answer. That microsecond reveals everything. Last month I asked a contractor, "Did you order the materials?" Watch for timing. Half-second pause, eyes shifted right. Then, "Yeah, ordered them Tuesday." That pause, calculation time. The eye shift, accessing constructed memory, not real memory, I verified. Materials weren't ordered. That half-second delay predicted deception accurately. Seneca taught, the first and greatest punishment of the sinner is the conscience of sin. The delay before lying is conscience fighting deception. If you watch for it, you see the battle. Practice this. Ask direct questions. Count mentally. Immediate response under 0.5 seconds suggests truth. Delayed response over 1 second warrants verification. The delay isn't proof of lying. It's a flag requiring investigation. Pattern 2. Incongruentia, word-body mismatch. The second pattern, incongruentia, when words and body tell different stories. Marcus Aurelius. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. But everything we see is harder to fake. Bodies leak truth, words hide. Someone says, "I'm fine with that decision," while arms crossed, jaw clenched. Leaning back, feet pointing away, words say acceptance. Body says rejection. The Stoic trust body over words. Always, Epictetus. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. I'd add, we have 2 eyes and 1 mouth so we can watch twice as much as we listen. 3 weeks ago, team members said, "I'm excited about this project direction," while nodding, but the nod was vertical, stiff, forced, arms tight against body, no smile reaching eyes. Words, excitement. Body, discomfort. I addressed directly, "Your words say excited, but you seem hesitant. What concerns do you have?" They paused, then admitted, "Actually, I think we're missing a major risk." They were right. Had I believed words over body, we'd have proceeded into that risk. Common mismatches, I'm confident. Plus fidgeting, not confident, I don't care. Plus clenched fists, deeply cares. I'm listening. Plus body turned away. Not listening, I agree. Ups crossed arms, I disagree. Marcus watched senators vote. Those who voted aye while shifting weight uncomfortably, he noted them. They'd flip their vote if pressure changed. Practice this. In conversations, watch for alignment. Do their gestures support their words? Does their body language match their claims? Mismatch is the signal. Pattern 3, conversatio directio, conversation steering. The third pattern, conversatio directio, observing what topics they avoid or pursue. People reveal priorities through what they won't discuss and what they constantly redirect toward. Marcus Aurelius observed, When someone consistently steered conversations away from specific topics, those topics mattered most. Senator who changes subject whenever finance is mentioned? Financial problems. General who deflects questions about troop readiness? Readiness problems. Advisor who redirects every strategic discussion to palace intrigue? Cares about politics, not strategy. Seneca. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. People weep over what matters, and they hide what matters by avoiding discussions of it. I track this in professional relationships. Someone who never discusses their current workload? Probably overwhelmed or under-delivering. Person who constantly brings conversation back to others' flaws. Deflecting from their own. Last week, colleague kept steering meetings toward process improvements. Every topic somehow became about workflow optimization. Old me. They're really passionate about efficiency. New me. What are they avoiding by focusing on process? I looked at their actual deliverables. Behind schedule on everything. The process focus was deflection from performance problems. The pattern works in reverse too. What they obsessively bring up reveals hidden priority. Someone who mentions their credentials in every conversation. Insecure about status. Person who frequently brings up their sacrifices. Keeping score, expecting payment. Individual who constantly mentions how busy they are. Wants to be seen as important. Marcus Aurelius. Look beneath the surface. Let not the several quality of a thing, nor its worth escape thee. Beneath the surface of conversation patterns lives actual priority and concern. Practice this. Track what topics someone avoids and what they redirect toward. The avoidance reveals problems. The redirection reveals obsessions. Pattern 4. Beneficium conditio, conditional kindness. The fourth pattern, beneficium conditio, observing when kindness appears and disappears. Marcus Aurelius understood. Character is revealed in how people treat those who can't benefit them. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. I'd add, it's not how someone treats you that reveals character. It's how they treat the server, the janitor, the person with no power. Watch who someone is kind to. Kind to everyone equally. Possible genuine character. Kind to superiors, neutral to equals, dismissive to subordinates, status-driven, not trustworthy, kind when witnesses present, different when alone, performance, not character. Last month interviewing a candidate, warm and professional with me. Interview ended, I walked them to elevator, on elevator. They ignored the building staff completely, didn't acknowledge the person holding door, didn't thank the security guard. That shift revealed everything. The warmth was performance for people who mattered to their goal. We didn't hire them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. The good man doesn't toggle kindness based on usefulness. The performer does. Also watch how kindness changes with circumstance. Someone friendly until you can't help them? Transactional relationship. Person warm until you set boundary, then cold. Manipulator. Individual kind until you need something, then unavailable. User, Seneca. Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Those who make you better show consistent character. Those who use you show conditional kindness. Practice this. Observe how people treat those who can offer them nothing. That's their real character. How they treat you is strategy. Integration. Marcus Aurelius used all four patterns simultaneously. Senator requests military funding. Marcus observes, tempus reactionis. Asks, what's your backup plan if denied? Pause before answering. Flag incongruentia, says this is critical while shrugging. Mismatch, not critical to them. Conversatio, directio, avoids discussing current budget allocation. Deflects to threats, something wrong with current spending. Beneficium, conditio, warm to Marcus, dismissive to junior officials, status-driven. Conclusion, request is about senator's power, not military necessity. Denied. 2 weeks later, information proved him right. senator was trying to build loyalty with troops for political power. 4 patterns converge. Truth revealed before consequences. I use this in negotiations. Someone pitches partnership. Timing hesitates when asked about their track record. Incongruence says we're committed long-term while checking watch. Direction steers conversation to vision, avoids discussing specifics. Conditional, kind until I ask difficult questions, then defensive. Conclusion, high-risk partner, declined. Later learned they'd burned 3 previous partners. The patterns predicted reality. Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome for 19 years in constant political danger. Survived not through suspicion, but through observation. He didn't assume betrayal. He observed patterns. Let people reveal themselves through timing, congruence, direction, and conditional kindness. You face less dramatic situations, but the patterns remain. Watch reaction timing. Trust body over words. Track what they avoid and pursue. Observe when kindness appears and disappears. These 4 patterns make people transparent. Not through mind reading, but through systematic observation. Marcus Aurelius. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Thinking clearly about what you observe. That's reading people like an emperor. Which pattern will you observe this week? Comment below. Subscribe to Stoic Forge for wisdom that makes truth visible. Share with someone who needs to see more clearly. Remember, people reveal themselves constantly. Most just aren't watching. Thanks for watching. See you next time.